Good evening folks, and welcome to day 12 already of my Christmas Vlogmas countdown. Coming up, the Harry Potter calendars, the Nightmare Before Christmas calendar, the Doggy calendar, and you remember me promoting cheeky cheesecakes. Well, today I got to sample some of the cheesecake. Was it good or was it bad? Find out later. Coming up, the Advent calendars. What's this? Oh, what is it? Dad's eyes have got focus a minute, mate, first. Hold on. Let's see if I can find the edge. I can. Today I found it quite easily. Oh no, it's talking time. I want one. I want one. No. Oh, you're not going to do the at me, are you? Want one. Good girl. You have to psych yourself up for that, don't you? I want one. I want one. Okay, I'll let you. Thanks. Complete with slobber. Do you want one? One. Okay. Two left. Two left. Okay. You're not in the mood, are you, really, today? You don't sound it, anyway. One here for your mum. Good girl. I want one. Good girl. Good girl. You're a bit of a fuss, eh? You're a bit of a fuss. Look at that. Look at that.
Good grin.
A big cheesy grin. Yeah, a big cheesy grin with a head rub. Yeah. All done. All gone. There you go.
Oh, out for there.
Hey up folks, day 12 of the Nightmare Before Christmas Advent calendar, and yesterday was the good old Jack Skellington. Day 12. Let's see who we're going to get today. Would the mystery guest please sign in? Ooh. I would say this is barrel.
Yeah, it's barrel.
But at least we had a break, because obviously we had lock, shock, home delivery. We had lock, shock, and obviously a gap yesterday for Jack Skellington, and now we've got barrel. So we've had the three of them, lock, shock and barrel. And that is door 12 in the Nightmare Before Christmas Pocket Pop calendar. So it's day 12 of the Harry Potter Pocket Pop calendar as well. Yesterday we had Parvita Patil. Today, who are we going to get? Nope. You can tell I don't watch Harry Potter, can't you? It's another lady. This is 3 in a row. Deb, who is that?
No clue.
No clue. Right, we have a no clue. Door 12. She looks Oriental. Is there anybody Oriental in it?
Can't remember.
She looks like she's got like an Oriental kimono on. And that is door 12 in the Harry Potter Pocket Pop calendar.
Well, folks, today, what do you think, eh? Nightmare Before Christmas, Barrel. At least they had a gap in the middle. They had Lock, Shock, Jack Skellington, then Barrel. So at least they weren't all together. And I must admit, when I opened the Harry Potter one, neither me nor Deb were sure at first who it was. But then, obviously, you know, we found out who it was, and Deb recognised it then. And apparently, the Yule Ball, she was taken by... Diggory is his name? I've got Diggory in my head, I don't know why, but did somebody Diggory, Cecil Diggory? I don't know what his name is. Anyway, she was taken by him. Yeah, Deb realised who it was. Now, I've got something to show you in a minute. It's a little bit of video footage, because today my sister came up to drop Christmas presents and Christmas cards and to visit before Christmas, literally. And what she did, she called it Cheeky Cheesecakes in Newcastle-under-Lyme and picked me up a cheesecake. I didn't know she was bringing it, but I did know, but I didn't know what she was bringing. And she bought me a Malteser cheesecake piece, and also a piece of fudge brownie, if I'm not mistaken, Black Forest Gatto. So I'm looking forward to that. But I did try the Malteser cheesecake, and if you watch this video, you'll find out what I thought.
It really is as good, and it tastes as good as it looks. Absolutely stunning cheesecake.
Well, what can I say? Wow, just wow. Very light and creamy cheesecake, not too heavy on the stomach, not too heavy on the body, you know, because sometimes cheesecakes can be very, very heavy. You only want a little tiny bit of them, but this was so light and fluffy. It was absolutely gorgeous, it was. And Deb tried it as well, and Deb doesn't eat a lot of cake as such, because when we have cheesecake, she has little tiny pieces, but she had a piece of that, and she said it was absolutely beautiful. She literally just... a big smile beamed across her face, and as you can see from the video, I absolutely loved it. So sometimes they say the proof of the pudding is in the eating. Well, this time the proof of the cheesecake was in the tasting, and it passed with flying colours. So if you get a chance and you're in the Newcastle-under-Lyme area or anywhere in Stoke-on-Trent, Staffordshire, and you can call and pick it up, try Cheeky Cheesecakes, because I can tell you now that their products are as good as they look. And I've got the fudge brownie to try yet, but I'm having that tomorrow with a cup of tea. So I'll let you know on tomorrow's vlog what that's like. So today has consisted basically of, we got up this morning and we obviously sorted out the advent calendars, which we did quite cool. Obviously the dog had a bit of a talk as well. And then we basically were just sitting around for a little bit. I was sorting out my titles for the next few days, because what I've decided to do is a little bit of a time saver, if you like. I've done my titles for the next until the 24th. Because obviously you've seen me titles or intros with Sonofdel's Christmas Vlogmas, and what I've basically done is I've photographed my picture in different frames and just put the writing on and the tunes and everything and saved them all in a folder, so now I don't have to do that in the morning. And also my thumbnails, I've done the same with the thumbnails. I don't do the same with the advent calendars, because I know a lot of people who do Vlogmas, they tend to open their advent calendars on one day and basically film it all and then break it up and show a bit each day. But me, I'm a big kid. I like seeing what's in my advent calendars on a daily basis. So what I do it daily and show it daily. It's just my way of doing it. The only time I won't is on the 23rd of December, because I don't think I'll have time come on Christmas Eve. So I might do both in one go on 23rd. I'll see how I go. But yeah, like I said, we waited for my sister. My sister came up. Now originally, it was absolutely throwing it down with rain here. When they were coming up, it was absolutely teeming it down when I got up this morning. But luckily, it cleared up. They came in wearing face masks, socially distanced. They were one end of the room, we were the other end of the room. And we had a really nice talk about Christmas and Christmases past. And my sister bought me a couple of baubles. One that said Mum on it, because as I told you before, my mum passed away in August. And one that said Dad and Karen on, because my dad passed away 11 years ago now. Wow, that's gone quick. And wow, that has gone quick. Yeah. And Karen, his wife, passed away a few years ago as well. And it was nice because we've got a bauble now to hang on the tree with all three of them on it. So that's lovely. And we've also got an ornament as well with my Auntie Pauline and Uncle Tony, because like I said before on the other vlog, that they live for Christmas. Well, my auntie did anyway. She absolutely adored Christmas. But yeah, it's been mainly sorting stuff out like that, to be honest. I've had a change today, if you noticed. I'm wearing me, I'll lift this up so you can see, me Batman Christmas jumper. I thought I'd go Christmassy for a bit, get rid of the hoodie, put that in for wash and wear me Christmas jumper. Me first of about 5, to be honest. I've got about 5 Christmas jumpers. And my sister Paula sent me a picture the other day of the one that she's had. She's had the one with the gremlins on it, but it's Christmassy. You've got like Christmas decorations above it and below it, and then the gremlin in the middle, the stripe, the bad gremlin. So that's pretty cool. The vlog I did yesterday was an absolute time consumer. It took me about 3 hours, the music quiz. It was fun to do, don't get me wrong. I really, really enjoyed it, and it was a nice challenge, and it gave people, a little bit of a brain teaser. Now, my friend from down south, Steve, he had a go at it, and he said he didn't get any of them. Bless him, he didn't get any of them. But if you're as mad on Christmas songs, and you've heard as many Christmas songs as I have over the years, including some absolutely dreadful renditions, I mean, I've heard some that would make your eyes bleed, they are really chronic. And the worst one I think I've ever heard was Christine Aguilera singing Silent Night. I think that one literally tore my ears to shreds. It was horrible. It really was horrible. I mean, everybody's, different cup of tea and all that kind of thing, but to me it was horrible. And even Deb said it was horrible and she didn't like it either. But some songs, like some people have said to me, how come Slade wasn't in there? How come Wizard wasn't in there? How come Step Into Christmas wasn't in there? Or Merry Christmas Everyone and all this. Or the other one was John Lennon and Yoko Ono, Merry Christmas War Is Over. And I just hear them year in, year out, and they get monotonous after a bit. And they're certainly not my favourite tunes. So I just picked my 5 favourite tunes, and some of them sounded really, really strange playing backwards, I tell you. Some of them sounded pretty demonic, actually. And the funny thing was, because I was playing them backwards, the hardest one to do was the last one, which was the David Bowie and Bing Crosby, because if you ever watch that from the very, very beginning, the first 1.5, 2 minutes is just talking. They don't actually start the song until about 2.5 minutes in. So I literally had to keep dragging and cutting, dragging and cutting, dragging and cutting until I found somewhere where they're both singing and I could play it in reverse, which is what I did in the end. We finished off the Christmas cards today, so that's another job done. We've also had a few more Christmas cards in the post, so everything's going really, really well at the moment. All the presents now, well, the majority of the presents are wrapped. We've got to do a bit more wrapping tomorrow to finish off the ones that have got to be posted, because we've got some that have got to be posted, and that's going to be done on Monday, the posting. But yeah, it's just been a strange day that's disappeared, you know. I mean, 1 minute we were getting up thinking we got the full day, knowing my sister was coming up. We knew my sister was coming up, but it's just gone very, very quickly. Excuse me, my throat's a bit dry today. Whew. Yeah, so yeah, it's just been a quiet one today. There's not been much happening at all. I've had no weird emails, thank God. I mean, I'm still a bit miffed at Zavi, though, for sending me an email to tell me that my Z-Box from November's on the way, but my advent calendar still isn't coming. I'm thinking of asking for a refund, actually, because it was £60, this calendar was. It was 60 quid, and I didn't even get it. I haven't even got it in time to open it for Advent. So I think they're pulling a bit of a fast one there, because if you go onto the website, the same calendar now is still on there, only now it's £20. It's been reduced by £40. Something funny going on there, I'll tell you. I also had a good talk with my sister Paula as well. We had a bit of a rattle, and she was telling me how, you know, my other sister had gone up there and took her a piece of this cheesecake, a piece of this fudge brownie to try. Oh, it's heaven, honestly. Oh, some talent in that, I tell you. It's just such a smooth cheesecake, and it's really deep and all. It's a nice deep cheesecake with a nice thick base, so it's not top heavy and it's not bottom heavy. It's just well divided between the two, and it's gorgeous, it is. And the Maltesers on top of it, and all whole Maltesers on it as well as being in it. So I put a few pounds on just from eating that, I tell you. Yeah, coming up, a bit more stuff. So, how about another Christmas poem? Right, this one I wrote a fair few years ago, and it was a romantic Christmas poem that I wrote, and it's called What Christmas Means to Me. Take the bauble hanging on the Christmas tree so bright. Take the Christmas carolers singing heartily tonight. Take the smell of turkey roasting on Christmas Day, you see. These are just some of the things that Christmas means to me. Watch the children's eyes as they open up their toys. Listen to the joys and laughs that makes the Christmas noise. Reminisce about the past and to the future look. These are what I would put into my Christmas book. Christmas shopping late at night, walking hand in hand. Choirs are singing carols accompanied by a band. The Christmas verse so lovingly written in my card from you. These are all the things to me which make my Christmas true. You beside me as I wake and welcome Christmas in. Yours the kiss under the mistletoe that makes the day begin. A wonderful time, such smiles and fun we will remember so. This is what makes my Christmas real as the years they come and go. I want to remember each single Christmas and live it for the day. For all too soon Christmas is gone and another year's on its way. But while it's here we make the most, together we will be. Christmas with you, the perfect time. That's what it is to me. And I wrote that in 2004. So yeah, I just thought I'd finish with a Christmas poem, and then now it's time for the last word. Well, to be honest with you now, it's just a case of the next 12 days are free. You know, we've got hardly anything to do in them 12 days. We've got to, one of us has left to nip out and get the fresh meat, because obviously when you do a shopping delivery, you can't order stuff fresh that you're going to be using in 3 weeks' time, because it kind of goes off manky and what have you. And yeah, we've got to get like the bacon, because what I have for my Christmas dinner, see, isn't turkey I don't have turkey and stuffing and all that. What I have is a chicken breast, and what Deb actually stuffs it with sage and onion stuffing, or whatever stuffing we've got, because I sometimes have like apple and cranberry and all sorts. And she stuffs it with that, and then she wraps it in bacon and cooks it. And I tell you something, it knocks spots off turkey and stuffing. It really does. And she asked me this year if I wanted something different. She said, "Do you want a turkey for a change?" And I said, "No." She was like, "Are you sure? Because obviously, you might be getting bored with it." I said, "No." I said, "I like it exactly how it is. Exactly how it is." It's like she doesn't do me the little mini pigs in blankets. I tend to have the big sausages wrapped in bacon and then cut into 3 or 4 to make individual ones. Because I think them little ones, they just, I don't know, them little sausages, they just disappear too quick on me. I mean, there was one Christmas a few years back when I had a bit more of an appetite, and I polished off 30 of them before my dinner. And I still ate my big Christmas dinner, but I ate 30 pigs in blankets before my Christmas dinner. And my nephew Sean, when we used to go up my sister's for Christmas dinner, he used to always want to get there before me, because he used to say, if Jason gets there before me, there'll be no pigs in blankets left. So we did a clever thing once. He came in, and Paul had just taken them out of the oven. My sister had just taken them out of the oven, so they were absolutely piping hot. And she said to him, "Don't touch them, I've only just taken them out of the oven." And he picked one up and put it in his mouth. Oh, it came out quick. It came out quick. It was red hot, literally. It was still sizzling, and he put it in his mouth. He only did it the once. It's not something you do twice, is it, that? Yeah, the village is proved popular as well. My sisters have seen it, and a few people on Facebook have seen it, and on YouTube, and they've commented. One woman commented saying that it was absolutely lovely, and it's the kind of thing she's looking for as well. She's looking to get one very similar to it, but unfortunately you can't get the one that is up there, because, like I said, it was made in 2001, and you can't get the pieces now, except from, I've seen a few on sale at eBay, the odd one piece or two, or America. And obviously, with us being in the UK, by the time you had the postage on from America, you're doubling the price of the item anyway. So, yeah. I've had a bit of luck with my surveys just lately. I did a couple the other day, and they've asked me if I want to do 2 online forums on Christmas, obviously. And one of them's on the 18th, I think, and one of them's on the 19th, or something like that. And one's worth £50 of Amazon vouchers, and one's worth £40 of Amazon vouchers. So I might have a bit of spendies for the Boxing Day sales. You never know. You never know, because we don't do the pre-Christmas sales, and we don't sit going on to the Christmas Day online sales and nothing like that. Boxing Day sales, possibly, but only at a push. Usually we wait till the January sales, because we find the ones from Christmas Day onwards to New Year's Day are just rubbish. You're lucky if you get a £5 off something that's 50 quid. It's not brilliant. But yeah, so today I am also going to do another Christmas poem, because obviously this time of year, Christmas, you do tend to think back sometimes, and reminiscing about Christmas is something I love doing. I love thinking about Christmases past, because obviously this Christmas is going to be totally strange for all of us, because my mum isn't here. And it's going to be strange from the other side of my family as well, because their mum isn't there either. Rose, Terry and Stephen, who I wrote the poem for the other week, for their mum who'd passed away, my Auntie Marge. It's going to be very strange for them, because at Christmas you notice it more, because it'll be the first Christmas without them. It's like next March the 4th, it's would have been my mum's and my sister's birthday on the same date, which is a weird coincidence, because Deb's mum and Deb have got a birthday on the same date as well. Theirs is the 18th of November, my mum and my sister's are the 4th of March. And it's going to be strange, that very first birthday, because, we used to have a double celebration. It used to be going out for a meal for both birthdays. That was the thing, it was for both birthdays. And obviously next year, it's just going to be our Mandy. It's just going to be my sister. So we're going to find that very bizarre as well. But it's one of these things. We were talking today. You have to move on. You've got to get used to it. It's going to take some doing. Don't get me wrong. It's not going to be a walk through the park. No chance. But life goes on, and if you keep saying that to yourself, you'll manage to get through things. But it's hard. It's very, very hard. Harder than I ever thought it would be. Because obviously when my dad passed away, I was absolutely gutted, because obviously it was my dad. but I didn't see as much of him as my mum. I only saw him about once every couple of years because he lived down in Stoke. I lived up in Blackpool, and we very rarely went down Stoke because we haven't got his own transport. Whereas my mum, she lived in Blackpool, you see, so we saw her once or twice a week. So it's just really, really strange and bizarre that, you know, no more phone calls in the morning saying, "Are you going downtown today? I'll meet you down there outside Poundland." And that's where we'd always meet my mum. Then we'd have a walk around with her, go in Poundland, have a look in Home Bargains, B&M, maybe go for a coffee. If we were in Sainsbury's, she'd always ask us if we wanted anything to eat, and when we said no, we were all right, she'd say, "Well, you're having something to eat," and proceed to buy us something anyway. So we'd always be sitting there with something. So yeah, it's just going to be weird. I hope you're all right anyway, because I'm sick of bad news this year. I hope you're all having fantastic times and one of you wins the lottery or whatever, because I think this year we need some good news, don't we, to finish off the year. Oh, just as an aside, by the way, New Year's Eve, normally there's a UK turn on of fireworks display going on at midnight. Now, there isn't one this year, but I have a choice that I can either watch an Alicia Keys New York special on BBC One to see in the new year, or my very, very, very favourite musician, Jean-Michel Jarre, is putting on a free concert live on the internet at 11:15 on New Year's Eve to take us through to New Year. I'm sorry, there is no competition whatsoever. I'm going to do my best to find out how I can get it on my computer, and then maybe get my laptop and see if I can get it on the big screen, because I would rather be seen into the new year with Jean-Michel Jarre than Alicia Keys. That's no offence to Alicia Keys, but I don't like that sort of music. I really don't. It's kind of, no, I've never got into the old R&B type stuff and all that. I just can't get into it. I really can't. I like world music. Jean-Michel Jarre. I like Mike Oldfield, who does some absolutely fantastic just musical stuff. But then again, I also like 70s stuff. 70s stuff. I love the Alan Parsons Project, Pet Shop Boys, Erasure from the 80s, Depeche Mode. The most recent one, I suppose, is Within Temptation. I love Within Temptation. If you've ever heard Evanescence, but you've never heard of Within Temptation, try and find one of the CDs or just, listen to them somewhere. Because Within Temptation, Sharon Van Ardel, who's the lead singer, has got a voice like you would not believe. It's so perfect, it's unreal. And it's such brilliant rock music, It's some of the early stuff was a bit grungy, a bit, a bit too over, but the later stuff is absolutely pure, and the music is out of this world. It really is. They did a brilliant concert called Black Symphony. I think it was called the Black Symphony anyway. And they did this brilliant concert where they did all their songs, but they were accompanied by a massive orchestra. So you had the strings, you had the wind instruments, you had the percussion, you had it all in the background to their songs. And I tell you something, man, it's absolutely amazing. The sound quality that comes off your TV is just, it blows you away. But Within Temptation, really, really good. I recommend them if you like Evanescence and that sort of music. Nightwish, anything like that. Delane are another good one. Fantastic songs, fantastic vocals, get in there. I know it's not Christmas music, but sometimes, you want to listen to other music, don't you? You don't just want to listen to Johnny Mathis, Bing Crosby, and all the rest of them. Sometimes you want to listen to your music, and that's what I do. Anyway, on that note, remember, in Harry Potter, we had Cho Chang. In Nightmare Before Christmas, we had Barrel. So I'm not sure who's going to be in the next lot now. We've had Lock, Shock, Barrel, Jack, Sally, Oogie Boogie, Zero, and the Mayor. I don't really know any more characters, but there's another 12. Who knows? Who knows what tomorrow will bring, eh? I'll do another vlog tomorrow. You all take care. Have a good night.